Well, this is the big breaking story at this point in time. Remember, we told you there was a board meeting of Tata Sons that just concluded a short while ago. Cyrus Mistry was in attendance at that board meeting. We are also given to understand that there was nothing controversial that took place in that meeting. In fact, the atmosphere was cordial, was polite. There was no mention of anything controversial at that board meeting. Now, what we are given to understand from our top sources is that Cyrus Mistry is likely to tender in his resignation from 6 listed Tata Group companies, and that he will be making that announcement to the stock exchange shortly. This is the information that we are breaking at this point in time. In fact, Ronojoy Banerjee, our colleague who's been tracking this, joins us now with this big breaking story. Ron, what are your sources telling you?
Well, at this moment in time, Shireen, I'm told that he has made his decision that he will be quitting as director from the 6 Tata Group companies, and he will be sending that communication in about 3 to 4 minutes time. What I'm also picking up is that, you know, his body language at the Tata Sons board meeting was rather curious because he was relaxed. He spoke, his demeanor was relaxed. He spoke with, various, Tata Sons board members. But the fact that he is now quitting as the board member of the 6 Tata Group companies, what this essentially means now is that what happens to the EGM, which will start from tomorrow. In fact, Shireen, I'm going to get you more details because I'm still picking up information from my sources.
Go ahead, Ron. Let's bring in reactions now. Mr. B.R. Mehta joins us on the phone line, a member of the Sir Dorabji Tata Trust. Mr. Mehta, appreciate you joining us here on CNBC TV 18. This is source-based information at this point in time. We are given to understand that very shortly, Cyrus Mistry will make this public to the stock exchanges, his decision to step down from 6 listed entities. Mr. Mehta, for the longest time through this battle, this is what you've been maintaining, that Cyrus Mistry should step away. He should step away gracefully. Do you think that this will put matters to a rest now?
Yes, I'm confident that if this information is correct, then it will be putting an end to all this, ugly spat. And I hope things come back to normalcy, and effort will be made to sort of remove the bad blood.
You're saying that this will end the bad blood, but Mr. Mehta, what would you, how would you react to this in the sense that what do you think finally has made Cyrus Mistry take this decision? Because so far, and even, in the last 48 hours or so, there were continuous statements coming in from the Mistry side on why they've taken a certain position and so on and so forth. What do you think has finally led to this? And we are still awaiting official confirmation.
Well, you see, actually, you should be putting this question to Mr. Mistry. He is the one.
Yeah, we would like to do that, sir.
He would be the best person to answer what exactly happened. But I think if I were to speculate, what I would say is that the writing was there on the wall.
Sir, just a second, sir. We've got the statement. Let me just get my colleague Ronojoy to take us through that. Ron, go ahead.
Well, the statement has just come in now, Shireen, that we've exclusively accessed at this stage. He says that events of the past 8 weeks have been about saving a legacy of values and ethics inherited from the founder of Tata Group, Jamshedji Tata. He goes on to say that until about 15 years ago, the trustees of Tata Trust wielded no voting power at all on the Tata Sons shares held by them. Company law vested voting power in the hands of a public trustee appointed by the government who would decide how to vote shares held by public charitable trusts. He says that in 2011, when I was persuaded by Mr. Ratan Tata to take up the chairman's position, I agreed with a resolve that I would continue to serve the best interests of the Tata Group. I took charge in 2012, a point in time when the group was going through its most challenging phase. He says that the support I have, I'm just going into the main, sort of the key elements of this letter. In my represented shareholders, I have supported my position through documents, the governance breakdown in Tata Sons caused by the actions of trustees of Tata Trusts. In recent weeks, the conduct of those at the helm of affairs has further unmasked the absence of ethical standards. This is the operative bit. Having deeply reflected on where we are in this movement for cleaning up governance and regaining lost ethical ground, I think it is time to shift gears. up the momentum and be more incisive in securing the best interests of the group. Towards this end, the objective of effective reform and the best interests of employees, public shareholders and other stakeholders of Tata Group would be better served by my moving away from the forum of extraordinary general meetings. This is the crucial bit. It is with this thought in mind that I have decided to shift this campaign to a larger platform and also one where the rule of law and equity is upheld. I had not initially thought that one would need to seek an external forum to adjudicate issues that should never have been arisen in the first place. I believe my actions today are consistent with protecting the long-term interests of the Tata Group. By removing myself from the general meetings, I reinforce my consistent position that this is not a fight for a position, but a fight to more effectively secure long-term reform to keep the Tata Group on a sustainable path. The support I've received so far has given me strength to now take this campaign to a different level. I once again call upon the stakeholders to continue to ask the right questions and demand the right action. So clearly, Shireen, the operative part is that he says that towards the end, the objectives of effective reform in the best interest of employees, other stakeholders of Tata Group would be better served by my moving away from the forum of the extraordinary general meeting. So he's probably, sort of caveating it. What I also understand that he will be giving his, he'll also be giving a video message shortly to all the shareholders, something that we need to watch out for, Shireen.
Okay, but just